This video is brought to you by Megalopolis City of Collectibles.
It's morphin' time!
Don't forget to head over to megalopolis.toys for all of your more phenomenal Power Rangers action figure needs, including things like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection from Hasbro. Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection SPD Red Ranger. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Lightning Collection window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the Red Ranger. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Jack out of the box. And man, I am super stoked to get yet another SPD character in this line. I absolutely love this team as they are one of my favorites. And something about the design of these characters was always so cool to me, and it's really cool to see them in the Lightning Collection form. So before we take a closer look at the actual figure, I want to run down his accessories. So the Red Ranger does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, we get his badge morpher, an unhelmeted head, 2 pistols, a blast effect, and 4 interchangeable hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the SPD Red Ranger. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the SPD Red Ranger. Now, I love this because I love SPD, man. I think they're one of the better Ranger teams, honestly. I just like the whole theme. I love their suits. I think it was so cool, and Hasbro did a great job with this. The helmet looks fantastic. Really digging all of that. You got the little emblem right there on top of the helmet, the little badge on the side of the shoulder. I think it looks really cool. And again, as part of their design, I really do like the fact that we get like the one side that's mostly red, you know what I mean? You take a look at this side, you get a lot of the black. I just think it's really cool how they use that asymmetry to balance it out. You know, I really dig that. I think the silver and everything else came out really good. Loving all this a lot, man. Yeah, I'm just really digging it. I love that you can see the morpher slash what is it, badge in the back right there. I think it's super cool. Loving that. That's right. That's where they put it, right? If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen this video, but yeah, man, all this paint. You know, that's one thing I really do like about the Lightning Collection. The paint on all the figures. I've never really had terrible paint on any of the figures, and you can see how clean this looks. I love the little SPD like that. The number 1, all the white paint on this figure came out really clean. I don't really see a whole lot of fuzziness. This all just looks really cool. So yeah, man, this definitely works for me. Alright, so let's talk his accessories. So we do get interchangeable hands. We do get 2 trigger finger hands for holding his guns. We get more karate chopping hand. We get this special hand right here for holding his SPD morpher badge thing, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. You actually take that and pop it in the hand like so, and he holds it up perfectly. And again, I think that little accessory came out awesome. Just be careful from, you know, not losing that. I think that looks so cool, dude. I actually really love that a lot. So that's really cool. I love the fact that they came up with a unique hand just for that type of pose. We also do get his pistols. You can see right here, his blasters. You can put into his pouches right here. They holster in there perfectly, which is really nice. Or you can hold them in either of the trigger finger holding hands, and I think those worked out good too. Get a good picture of those. So those look really nice too, man. I love that a lot. So let me go ahead and actually just change this hand out real quick for you like that. It's on the standard peg that we see with all the Lightning Collection figures. Get this one in, y'all, like so, like that. And you have that one too, and that looks really awesome. But one thing that's really super cool is you could take these. This one right here actually does fold up a bit like so, and you can actually take this blaster, and there's a little slit right in there, and you can actually slide this onto this one right there, like that, to get that longer rifle, you know, where he connects the two weapons to make a even more powerful blaster. So I think that's awesome that they actually included that little gimmick in there. I think that's awesome, man. That looks really cool. Like, look at that. That's super, super dope. We also do get a blast effect that you can connect to either of the pistols, either the blasters like that, and you get a good blast effect. And I love the fact that Hasbro's given us effect pieces with basically every figure. That's super appreciative. And for those who do action figure photography, I mean, that kind of thing helps with a lot of different projects. So that's super awesome too. And the last accessory that we do get is his unhelmeted head. And man, you know, sometimes Hasbro can be hit or miss with their face sculpts, you know, of the actual actors. I think this is definitely one of the better ones that they've done. Some can be pretty sketchy, but this one, man, I think this one looks really good. The hair, the face, the paint, all that, in my opinion, looks super rad. So I am loving that. And yeah, dude, this is totally just working for me. So happy to have this. All right, let's run down his articulation. So head's on a ball joint, rolls around a bit. You're mostly gonna get left and right and up and down. Arms can go full 360, nice and tight joints in there. Up and out that far, butterfly joint, rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. You get a ball peg in the midsection that rolls around, does turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunch back and forth, as well as a lower ab crunch that can crunch him forward that far, back that much. Lots of good motion in there. Hip joints that kick forward that far, back not so much, splits out about that far. Rotation in the upper thigh, double jointed knees where he can kick himself in his own butt. Rotation at the boot, ankle joints go up, down, and a sweet ankle rocker. So overall, I love this. I'm super happy to have it. I love the fact that we're getting more characters from SPD. This is one of my favorite Ranger teams. My all-time favorite team is Zeo. My next favorite is honestly going to be Mystic Force. I'm hoping we can get Mystic Force, some of them soon, preferably with the capes, because I know Bandai was against giving us capes for some reason with those figures. But still, I love this. I think this is a great addition to the SPD team, and I am so glad to have him, and I think he will fit in great with any of your collections. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figures. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Lightning Collection Shadow Ranger. And for even more comparison, here he is standing next to the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger from this wave that I've already previously reviewed. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection SPD Red Ranger. Now overall, I absolutely love this action figure. The paint is super clean. I always love the sculpt of these figures, and I really dig his accessories. That unhelmeted sculpt is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best that they have done. I love his blasters with that effect piece, and I love the fact that you can actually put them together to make his large rifle. That's super cool to me. So overall, I think this is a great piece, and if you love SPD and you love the Lightning Collection, then I think the Red Ranger is a definite must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.